I speak Japanese with them.
Okay, perfect. That's so cool. Okay.
Yeah, I'm trying my best, but
That's so good. Come back to my channel today. I'm going to ask foreigners who live in Japan about how they live in Japan, because nowadays a lot of foreigners are interesting to come to Japan for live or for traveling. So if you want to know anything about Japan, you can always comment on my video. So let's get started. Okay. Thank you for coming today.
Sure.
Where are you from?
France.
France.
Yes.
Okay, cool. So do you live here or do you traveling here?
Yeah, I live here.
You live here?
Yeah, it's been like 7 months.
Okay, 7
Yeah.
months. So do you speak Japanese?
Yeah, I mean to some extent I can do, like, if it's daily conversation, I think it's pretty much okay. But more than that, it's still a bit complicated. Yeah.
Like political stuff or medical stuff or something
yeah,
deep?
yeah, that would be complicated. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm supposed to use Keigo in my work, but it's quite hard. Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of Japanese people also make a mistake for Keigo actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So imagine me.
Okay,
It's even
I
worse. Yeah.
understand. Okay, so what do you do in Japan, if I may ask?
So I'm still a student in France. So the work I'm doing right now is more like an internship, and it's in the tourism department, and it's travel agency, a French one.
Do you like it?
Yeah, I love it. The team is really, really nice, and the work itself is quite interesting. So yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
You know, Japanese working culture is very popular and obviously like crazy hours every day. What about your country, company?
My company we do work a lot because we work with tourists that come here. So obviously if they have a problem and it's like past our working hours, we must help. But I mean, apart from that, I feel like we're very much a French company. Hours, for example, if we come late, it's not that. Yeah,
okay.
it's okay. I mean,
Okay.
way less strict than Japan rules. Not at all. Yeah, not at all.
So
Yeah.
you don't overwork sometimes?
I do, but not all
like-
the time, and it's not exactly the same as a Japanese company. I feel like
Okay.
I've never worked in
I'm
Japanese
glad you did.
industry, but yeah.
Okay. Some of my friends who work in Japanese company always work until last train, even
Oh wow,
after
that's
last train, so-
terrible. Okay. Yeah, when I do when I do. Yeah.
Zangyo.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Zangyo. When I do that, it's like just 2 hours.
2 hours.
Yeah,
Just 2
yeah.
hours.
If I'm supposed to finish at 6, but sometimes I finish around like 7 or 8, but never past that.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's good.
Yeah.
That's very good.
Yeah.
Okay. So what is the biggest difference between Japan and France for like anything? Like, did you get any culture shock in Japan?
I did. The example that comes to my mind is the distance between people and the fact that it's so silent in Japan. It's so quiet, which is a good thing, but it could be like in some context it's a bit weird. Like
Right.
for example, when you go in a restaurant or a bar in France, it can be quite noisy, and it's a good thing because it's like quite lively.
Yeah.
And in Japan it's a bit cold, and
Right.
yeah, but for some other examples, like for example, if it's in the train, that is quite quiet in Japan, and I feel like it's a good thing.
So in France you can call or like
Yeah.
speak in
Yeah,
train,
yeah, you can do whatever you want in the train.
but in Japan
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is it like strange or weird?
No,
Or
and,
do you think it's a good thing?
yeah, I think it's a good thing. And also another cultural shock that I had is the mask.
Mask.
Yeah, because we don't have any mask in France anymore.
Really?
Yeah.
But in Japan still a lot of people wearing the mask.
Yeah. So sometimes I do feel like I must have my mask on. So when I'm in the transportation, for example, I do wear the mask, but that's it. Like,
Yeah.
like outside, when I see people, they're just walking alone and they still have the mask, and I'm like, is it really necessary? Because you don't really have to. Like, if you don't speak to anyone, it's not that bad.
Yeah, I totally got it. Most of Japanese people also doesn't like wearing a mask, but they do because of everyone
Yeah,
wear.
that's I
Yeah,
heard.
so
Yeah, that's why.
I think this is part of Japanese culture that
Yeah.
they follow everyone. Yeah. It's like being different from others is
not a good
quite
thing.
strange here. I disagree this culture, but yeah, kind of still sad.
Yeah.
So
And yeah, another cultural shock is something like that. Like when I first arrived, it was in the summer, so it was quite hot. And even so, I saw so many girls that were wearing like long sleeves because they didn't want to get tan. But in France, if you get tan, it's even better.
more health looks
Yeah,
healthy.
yeah. And also the fact that they have umbrellas, even
You don't use in France.
not at all. Like not like
For
when
sun.
it's when it's raining we do, but
Yeah.
when it's sunny,
For sun.
no.
I think this is Japanese standard beauty is being
Yeah, white.
like this is still like I think it's old culture, but still some people follow this standard. So
Yeah.
I'm not against anything, but this is I think
It's
different.
interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not,
Okay.
it doesn't mean it's bad. It's just different.
Yeah, different. Okay, so you said the distance from the people is culture shock.
Yeah,
So do you have Japanese friends?
I do,
Mm-hmm.
but it's Japanese friend I made 4 years ago when they came to France. International type
Okay.
of Japanese. Like
Okay, so do I speak English or French?
I speak Japanese with them.
Okay, perfect. That's so cool. Okay,
Yeah, I'm trying my best, but
that's so
yeah.
good. Okay, so after since you came here, do Japanese people interest to talking to foreigners? Do they curious or do they avoid to talking to you or any? Did you feel something?
Okay, so I think it's quite different between the countryside in Tokyo. When I was in the countryside, it was the opposite. Like people, they didn't want to talk to me. It was quite strange. Yeah, that was.
Oh,
Yeah.
So sorry.
No. It was a bit weird because, like, for example, when I was in class, I did have several class with Japanese people. And I thought it was a good idea to like make new friends, and they never wanted to talk to me. And when we did talk together, they didn't really offer to exchange lines or anything.
Okay.
Yeah, it was a bit weird, but it's not exactly the same thing in Japan. I mean, I'm going to some international cafe, like it's to speak with Japanese people interested in these people. They're really, really interested in speaking to me. So
I see. So how did you find out that they don't want to speak with you?
I mean,
you
you
just
kind
feel
of
it?
feel it, yeah. Because I did try to speak with them, and then they were laughing quite in an awkward way.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they
I got
didn't
it.
even offer to exchange contacts or anything.
Yeah.
And I did try once to say to them, to tell to them, I have like Instagram or something, and they just had some excuse not
Okay.
to give it to me. Yeah, it was a
Okay.
bit weird. Yeah.
Okay, I see. Interesting.
Yeah.
So in your country, it's easy to make friends.
Yeah.
Like you
it
talk
is.
with strangers. It's normal.
Yeah, I mean to some extent, but yeah, it's not. It depends on people, but most of the time I don't really struggle to have new friends in France.
So another question: when you go to the restaurant or supermarket, do you like you have to speak Japanese or
Oh, you mean like
do you have
if-
language barrier?
Not at all. I've
Okay.
never had someone trying to speak English with me, even though I'm speaking Japanese.
Really?
But yeah, but I heard that it's a whole thing.
What do you
But
mean?
it never
Like,
happens to me. Like,
what do you mean? Like you speak Japanese then and then they answer in English?
yeah, it
Even you
never
speak
happened to me.
Okay.
But I heard that for some people it happens. So
I see.
yeah, but it didn't happen to me. So
Okay, so is there anything you struggle to being adjust in Japanese life?
yeah, I mean the friendship, the relationship with people, it's the thing that is the most complicated
Why is that?
because I feel like we don't have the same idea of being friends, which is a bit
Okay.
weirdly said,
Okay.
but I mean, for example, with messages, they take a lot of time to reply.
Really?
And yeah, for the friends I did make, it was like that. And
Quick in France.
yeah, and like they take like 4 hours to just say okay. And I'm like, was it even necessary to reply? And then when we try to plan something, they tend to offer to see each other, but like in 3 weeks or 4 weeks. And
Okay.
it's so fast.
It's like a plan.
Yeah, I mean, So yeah, most of the time it's the thing that is hard for me because in France, if you want to see someone, you will see them like
just
yeah,
say hi, hang
yeah,
out. Okay.
exactly in the same day or
In the
just
last moment.
exactly.
Okay.
But in
Yeah,
Japan,
Japanese people
yeah,
prefer to make
plan-
long time go,
yeah,
like
yeah. To
like a
plan
business
way
plan or something.
ahead. Yeah. That's not something I'm used to. So.
Okay. Do Japanese people nice to you, or do they rude, or?
No, everybody is quite nice. Even the moment when they do not want really to be friends, they stay polite. So, but in a good way.
Okay,
so,
nice.
Yeah. Everybody is quite nice most of the time. Yeah.
Even they don't speak English well.
Yeah, I mean, I never really had that problem because I'm always trying to speak Japanese with them. Yeah,
nice.
so even when I'm traveling and I'm like, I don't know something, like I need someone to guide me or something, I'm always trying to do that in Japanese.
Okay.
So,
I see.
yeah.
Is there any change for impression Japan before you come here or after you came here? Like, did you expect something and then after you came here, it's not actually, or?
Always the same answer, but it's the friendship.
No.
Yeah, the friendship. I think
Cool.
I didn't really have any expectation before coming, but I was a bit not disappointed, but kind of
Okay.
with friendship because it was so hard, especially in the countryside, to make friends. So,
Okay.
But that's
I see. Okay, the last question. Would you like to live in Japan like as long you can, or you want to come back in your country eventually, like at moment? If you don't know the answer, that's okay.
I don't know. For now, I really like the company I'm in, and I really like to be in Tokyo. But it's been only 3 weeks or 4 weeks, so yeah, I don't know for sure. Yeah.
So would you recommend to your friends in France to live in Japan or come to Japan?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Why is that?
Because it's so cool. I mean, like, everything, the culture, I don't know, the streets are really, really nice. For example, that's a weird answer, but the toilet, I love Japanese toilet.
Toilet?
Yeah.
Is it any difference?
Yeah, because in France they tend to be quite dirty.
Okay.
Yeah, they are dirty and they're expensive. Not expensive, but you have to pay for them if you want to go.
have to pay?
Yeah, even in malls.
Wow.
Yeah.
In the restaurant as
Yeah,
well?
no, not in restaurant.
In the
but
malls?
Yeah. If you go to the shopping mall, it's going to be like €1 or something.
Okay.
Yeah, €1 is like
Okay.
So other reason as well, not just the toilet. But I don't have any other example that comes to my mind.
It's a good example. Okay, thank you for today.
Thank you.
Thanks for watching video. How was it? I was very impressed with her because she always trying to speak Japanese with Japanese people. Because Japanese language is so hard to learn. I know a lot of people are very struggle to learning Japanese. I mean it's normal, but yeah. So if you like the video, I will very appreciate if you like the video and if you subscribe on my channel. And hopefully see you soon in the next video. Ciao.